All right, race fans, welcome to Evolution Racing Network's coverage of Thursday Night Thunder Series, the truck series here tonight from Michigan International Speedway. Alongside the fan favorite Craig Burns, this is Michael Sheffield up in the booth. And just let's start this off right away there, Craig. Two of your favorite things here, the truck series and Michigan International Speedway. What are we in for tonight?
Sheffield, we're here at Michigan International Speedway, the 2 mile, the fast pace track, multi-groove racing. It's going to be very exciting to see these guys go 2 wide, 3 wide in turn number one, turn number three, down a very long back straightaway. It's going to be very exciting to watch these truck series race. One of my key factors tonight, as we saw in the Arca series, is going to be tires. It's going to be tires. We saw in the Arca series of God, I'm having a brain fart right now. Brand Pearl hit very late, was on the offensive side, came back, tracked him down. We're in for a barn burner tonight, Sheffield.
And for all the fans just tuning in, you missed one heck of a race in the Arca series earlier. Very exciting, down to the last lap, down to the checkered flag, as you just mentioned. Brandon Pearl was able to make a run back there and make a pass on Bryant Seaborn and to take the victory there. So, there's going to be some differences here between the trucks and the Arca series. I'm expecting probably draft to play a little bit more in effect here in the trucks early on. But the thing that'll remain the same throughout these 75 laps here tonight is going to be tire wear.
Sheffield, you hit the head on the nail right there. The draft on these restarts are going to be crazy. If we see a caution, the restarts are going to be where you want to make up your track position. These guys are going to, it's going to feel like Talladega for the first 3 laps until they get single filed out. Very exciting here at Michigan International Speedway. Like I said earlier, multi-groove. You want to be in that middle, the higher groove in turn 1 and 2. Turn 3 and 4, you might want to be a little bit down low early on in the run, but they'll migrate back up to the top, maybe ride the wall as we saw in the Arca series. As right now, Bradley Wilson showing speed, just like where he left off.
Yeah, Bradley Wilson with the best lap right now at the end practice. But we talked about it. Undercut in the Arca series. Had a couple drivers try it. Didn't quite work out. Is expected there. I'm wondering if we're going to see it here in the trucks here tonight, because the trucks and Arcas complete different beast here. Especially over a long run. With Michigan being such a momentum track, as we're getting ready, looks like now we're getting ready to head into qualifying, correct?
Yeah, qualifying is going to be, some of these guys are going to go out there. They're going to use the top lane of the track on their first lap. They're going to ride the wall almost to get the most speed they can coming out turn number 4 down the front straightaway to start their first lap, and really utilize the top lane for that second lap. They're going to dive it down low underneath the apron, pick up the most speed heading into turn number 1. Excited to see what Bradley Wilson can do in that number 51.
Yeah, and the trucks are going to seem like, to me, that the trucks always seem to get a little tighter here. And, especially as I mentioned earlier, the momentum at this track, as we see Bradley Wilson now, is that on track. He's on the back straightaway right now. I expect, a majority of these drivers, if not all, like you said, to basically throw away this first lap, get that speed built up to capitalize on that second lap. And with the tires being green, trying to capitalize on that first lap here, you're going to get loose really easily.
Bradley Wilson bringing his number 51 Toyota Tundra down the front straightaway here at Michigan International Speedway. He's going to roll in turn number 1, still using that Kyle Larson high line here as he's rolling through 1 and 2, picking up the most speed he can, getting a run down the back straightaway.
Yeah, getting a good run there off of 1 and 2, so he'll be able to maintain speed here. Speed here tonight in the trucks is not going to be quite as high as you saw in the Arca cars earlier, but draft will come into play, and we're looking at the fuel window, single truck here, 33 laps. So, speed will be a huge factor. Like I said, I expect earlier draft to play key in this, and who can save tires, it will be able to probably capitalize on this. Bradley Wilson comes across the line with a 40.849, but the Arca Series winner there, Brandon Pearl, at a 40.438. Is we're seeing times fly in, and people are jumping to the top right after each other here.
Skidmore takes the top spot, 40.3.2, but we have Brand Pearl down the back straightaway in that buckshot 00. coming down the back straightaway. Let's see what he does in turn number 3. He's getting down that middle line, trying to get the most speed, finding the grip here as he's coming out of turn number 4 for his final lap.
And he's coming right now to 3 and 4 for his final lap here. See what kind of time he can lay down this time by. And Brandon Pearl will be 4th on the board. Bradley Wilson had it briefly, but Brian Seaborn is going to take the point. Now James Morgan. So these guys' times are really, really close to each other. And you know, you're going to see the names juggle back and forth here, I expect, in the next minute or so.
The captain, James Morgan, the number 3 Chevy Silverado, goes to the point with a 40.19. Great lap out of that, number 43.
Yeah, 40.19 is an outstanding lap, especially here at Michigan. 2 laps on the tires, you're able to really wheel it down, towards the bottom. As I'm looking at Garrett Delph now putting his lap up on the board, see what he can do this time by, as his first lap was the 9th position lap.
Garrett Delph right now coming off 4. He's going to dip below the apron, looking for the shortest way around the track. He crosses the line, and Garrett Delph goes to 5th on the board.
Yeah, Gabriel Ellison just laid down the 4th fastest, the 40.235. Rhett Tucker, 261, as Joshua Abbey just takes the 4th position with the 40.227.
Joshua Abbey on the track. We see him. He's winding that machine down. It looks like he's done. As now we're going to go to our national anthem, and we'll be back shortly.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All right, race fans, welcome back to Michigan International Speedway. We're going to take a look here at our starting grid as qualifying is coming to a halt here. Starting on pole tonight will be the number 43 of James Morgan. To his outside will be the number 27 of Gabriel Ellison. Timothy Latham and the number 5 will be starting 3rd. Bryant Seaborn 4th. Bradley Wilson, the number 51, 5th. 6th will go to the 99 of Rhett Tucker. The 05 machine of Joshua Abbey will be starting 7th. Garrett Delph and the number 13 will be starting 8th.
Rolling off number 9th, and the number 97 Silverado, Rodney Griffin, starting 10th, and the number 49 Toyota Tundra, Clinton Sneed. Rolling off 11th, and the number 75 Brian Skidmore, starting 12th, and the number 20 Brandon Zimmerman, starting 13th, and the number 37 Silverado, Raul Meza, starting 14th, and number 55 Toyota Tundra, Mitch Ellison, starting 15th, and the 00, your Arca winner, Brandon Pearl, and rolling off shotgun, the number 6 in 16th position, number 7 John Peel.
And as we finish the starting grid, wait for them to line up with the pace car, we'll take a look at the race details for tonight. As we mentioned, Michigan International Speedway, 2 Mile Speedway here. We got 75 laps in store tonight. The drivers will have 3 extra sets of tires in the pits tonight. Our weather is 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% humidity, partly cloudy, and a little gust of wind here of 12 miles an hour. I don't expect the temperature to really play that high of effect unless we start to see more of a rise in track temperature, Greg.
Track temp today here at Michigan International Speedway is looking at 114 degrees. It's a little slick out there, Sheffield, so you got to be careful on your good ears as we see James Morgan rolling the field off pit road here. 75 laps. It's a long one. It's going to be exciting, Sheffield, to see these guys, what they can do in these Craftsman trucks.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're going to see, with the 33 lap fuel window here, how many times we're going to see them pit, because as we know that, the draft, other than the leader, the guys in the draft will be able to save a little bit of fuel there.
Yeah, this restart is going to get wild. These guys, it's going to look like Talladega like last week. They're going to be pushing it 3 wide in the turn number 1 with the draft package, the high downforce. It's going to be really fun to watch these guys go wheel to wheel here at Michigan International Speedway.
Yeah, as right now the pace car is leading them into 3 and 4. We'll get the green flag for the start of the race this time by, with James Morgan leading them off. And as you alluded to, I expect to see some shuffling for position early here, first couple laps, and then maybe you'll start to see these trucks get single file. And as we mentioned, the draft being a huge part, as the pace car will be pulling them off, and the 43 James Morgan brings them to the start finish line.
James Morgan enters the Geico restart zone. Green flag in the air here at Michigan International Speedway as Timothy Latham gets a good restart. They're going to already be 3 wide as they head down into turn number 1.
Battling right out of the starting gate here for the top spot between the 5, the 43. And it looks like the 5 with Timothy Latham is going to have the advantage here on the bottom. As long as he can hold it here and the truck doesn't get loose, he's going to have the advantage coming out of 1 and 2.
James Morgan still holding strong in the middle lane right now down the back straightaway. I don't know if he missed it. Gary still looking strong with Bradley Wilson on his back end as they come into turn number 1. He's going to shut the door on Timothy Latham in turn number 3.
James Morgan with the help of Bradley Wilson. And, we got a turn there. Looks like a little contact between the 51 and the 5. But as of right now, let's take a look at who's going to be leading them across the line here as they're sorting things out.
Timothy Latham gets in the door of Bradley Wilson. A great save by the number 5 machinist. He goes all the way back to 16th. Tough break early on for Timothy Latham as Bradley Wilson to the point down the back straightaway.
Rhett Tucker is going to be following here on the high side for the second position. 43 of James Morgan is making his way back up to the field with that huge run there and the momentum on the draft on the outside, sticking the number 76 of Bryant Seaborn to the inside.
Rhett Tucker right now, he's using the bomb. He gets a little loose as Bradley Wilson, he'll gain the lead just a little bit more down the front straightaway. As right now they're side by side for second. Bryant Seaborn and Rhett Tucker, 3 wide coming into turn number 1.
James Morgan takes him 3 wide on the outside. I'm not sure if he's going to have the momentum. No, it looks like the 99 is going to have the drive there through the center, but I expect to see the 43 with a huge push coming out of the corner here as they're single file for second and third. The battle is on back for the 4th and 5th position there.
We saw James Morgan utilizing the high line. He got the run. He's now down low inside of Rhett Tucker here in 3 and 4 as they're going to be drag racing. They're both chasing Bradley Wilson.
Yeah, James Morgan now to the inside. He's going to have a little help behind him there from, looks like the 76 of Bryant Seaborn here as they're turning to 1 and 2. 2 wide for second, back to 5th.
Bradley Wilson still holding the point right now, but Rhett Tucker searching for that outside momentum coming out of turn number 2. He might have the advantage down the back straightaway to get to the back end of Bradley Wilson down the back straightaway. Let's see if he makes a move coming down turn number 1 or turn number 3.
Great corner there for Rhett Tucker in the number 99. He was able to use that draft to pull right up to the back. Is not going to make the move. Looks like he's going to stay single file right now behind Bradley Wilson, with a 13 of Garrett Delph and the 43 of James Morgan battling for the 3rd position as they cross the start-finish line.
Rhett Tucker right now all over the decollete of that number 51 machine of Bradley Wilson as they come into turn number 1. Right now you wonder if he's trying to use that draft to save a little gas to make it to that halfway, to make it a one-stop race for the number 99 of Rhett Tucker.
Yeah, I'm looking at that lead up front. It might be the 99 pushing the 51 up front. Maybe let's try to push away from the rest of the pack here, and then we can battle it out. As right now, you still have Bradley Wilson in the first, Rhett Tucker in the number 99 second, third is James Morgan, the 76 of Brian Seaborn in fourth, and fifth right now, under fire from the 05 of Joshua Abbey, is the number 27 of Gabriel Ellison.
Gabriel Ellison starting strong. He's looking to get the truck rolling in the corners there as we're watching right now as the 99 car still on the back end of Bradley Wilson as they're single file. And right now the captain, James Morgan, looking down low on Rhett Tucker. Bradley Wilson going to shut the door into turn number 3.
James Morgan with a good move to the inside there. He's going to have the momentum going into 3 and 4. See if he can slide up and close the door as the 99 machine is working the outside, and he will close the door as they come back to the line. Bradley Wilson, James Morgan, and Rhett Tucker are your top 3, with Rhett Tucker making a tuck back into the inside of the 43 and 1 and 2.
Rhett Tucker looking to the bottom of James Morgan right now. They're wheel to wheel in turn number 1 and 2. Bradley Wilson liking it a little as he's still out front. Now they single file out just a little. Now Bradley Wilson going to go down low, and Rhett Tucker's going to follow. Hopefully get the draft by James Morgan entering turn number 3.
Yeah, it's going to be tightened up here. Is almost a little contact there. Good job on the 76 on the outside to keep that truck out of the wall. As they come through 3 and 4, the 43 is going to have the advantage on the high side with a little help there from Rhett Tucker giving him a good push. You got the 51 of Bradley Wilson still on the inside. The freight train's coming to the outside line.
The freight train made its move as James Morgan on the outside will take the lead with Rhett Tucker right behind. James Morgan will fall back to 5th, unfortunately, as they come down the back straightaway.
Yeah, James Morgan won that top spot back with a little bit of earlier, got a little loose there, maybe a little contact. As your top 5 one now will be single file there as the 05 of Joshua Abbey was able to get by the Bradley Wilson, who looks like now is going to be tucked up in line on the outside there, coming through 3 and 4.
Sheffield, we talked about at the top of the show, the draft is going to be such a crucial part of racing here at Michigan International Speedways. Right now they're single file right up against the wall, coming in turn number 1. We saw Bradley Wilson go down low. He had no friends. He got fouled all the way back to 6th. As right now, James Morgan under fire from the number 99 of Rhett Tucker.
Rhett Tucker's looking to make his way on the inside as we are on lap number 9 of 75. Still a lot of racing to go. And if it continues at this pace, this is really, really exciting calling this for you tonight.
Rhett Tucker going to make the move, try to slide job his way in front of James Morgan. He's going to get the job done. The 99 machine will go to the top point.
That's like completes the slide job there, coming out of 3 and 4. Well execution with the number 76 now. Bryant Seaborn with the huge run to the inside, coming into 1 and 2.
Seaborn gets a good run. He has no help down low. Rhett's going to close the door in middle 1 and 2. Seaborn gets just a little bit loose. He's going to lose the momentum on corner exit as Rhett Tucker, James Morgan, they're 1-2.
Yeah, Joshua Abbey is now going to be beside the 76 of Seaborn. Seaborn's going to have to try to get tucked up back in the outside line to keep the freight train from pushing it back to like the 8th or 9th position.
Rhett Tucker still holding strong with the lead as they're now single file down the front straightaway here at Michigan International Speedway. We're going to chalk that up to lap 11, 75, and now this is where the tires are coming into play. And right now, Sheffield, I don't see a whole lot of saving.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of saving going on right now, and it looks like that inside line, unless you can get someone to go with you, the outside line is a dominant line here in the early running here tonight at Michigan International Speedway.
In the corners 1 and 2, 3 and 4, you want to be in that middle of the high lane as you see Rhett Tucker right now. He's just utilizing it. James Morgan trying to get the better run, just going up a lane higher. That's why I love Michigan International Speedway. There's 4 or 5 lanes out there that they can choose here as they come down the front straightaway.
Bradley Wilson now trying to capitalize for that 4th position, was able to get to the outside of Bryant Seaborn in 3 and 4. He's going to have the momentum as now we see a challenge for the lead from James Morgan to Rhett Tucker. Rhett Tucker's going to have the momentum here. Good drive off of 1 and 2 to maintain the lead here on lap number 12.
James Morgan just gets a little loose on corner exit of 2, and that's going to give Gabriel Ellison the preferred line on the outside. As now James Morgan is in fear of the freight train on the outside.
27 machine of Gabriel Ellison charging his way up to the front now, trying to get up to the 99 machine, maybe making a move for the lead here. As Bradley Wilson now is going to tuck up behind the 43 of James Morgan, give him a little push, pushing right up beside the second place position of the 27. James Morgan is going to be inside of the 27. They're battling now, trying to get back up to the front.
Your Atlanta winner, the number 27 Toyota Tundra, Gabriel Ellison, utilizing that high side. He's looking for second place. It's Bradley Wilson there to push him down the back straightaway. James Morgan still on the bottom lane as Rhett Tucker still out front as they come into turn number 3.
James Morgan's going to be a single sole there on the bottom line as they come through 3 and 4. See if he can slide up, maybe get a little help there from Joshua Abbey and to tuck in behind him, give him a good push down the front straightaway. The concern here is, do you think they're running that bottom line, they're going to be burning up a little bit more tire, Craig?
Sheffield, they're definitely burning up the more tire if they're in the 1 lane or the 2 lane. If you say the 1 lane's down low and the 5 lane's up high, they're burning their stuff up way more than the guys up in 3 and 4. So it's very it's unfortunate. If you get down there on the bottom line, you want to try your hardest to get back to the outsides. You see right now, James Morgan has Bradley Wilson pushing him. Now he has a friend as they're coming to turn number 3.
Yeah, the 43 James Morgan had a slight moment there in 1 and 2, got a little loose, was able to save it. A little help there from the 51 of Bradley Wilson, helped pushing him back up. But Joshua Abbey is going to capitalize on the high side for the 3rd position as the leader, Rhett Tucker, is going to bring him down into 1 and 2 with Gabriel Ellison in tow.
Gabriel Ellison looking down low. Rhett Tucker using that Kyle Larson wall line as coming out to, let's see who the advantage is as they drag race down the back straightaway.
James Morgan making a move on the 05 with Joshua Abbey there, coming through 1 and 2, was able to pull the slide job off, close the door. He is not giving up on that bottom line yet, as the 27 of Gabriel Ellison's got the advantage here on the low line. But don't look now, the outside is going to be Rhett Tucker. 27 of Gabriel Ellison is going to close the door. He's now the leader as they come to the line, start a lap number 16.
New leader at Michigan International Speedway. It's the number 27, Gabriel Ellison. He's leading the freight train down in turn number 1. He has a whole back end full of Rhett Tucker, though, as he migrated up to the high lane there. Didn't pay off there, but it might pay off a little bit later in the run, Sheffield.
Yeah, a little later in the run, it may pay off, and I think, starting in the next 3 or 4 laps, you're going to see the guys that maybe ran the outside a little bit more, have a little bit more momentum. The guys that ran the inside, tire fall off is going to start happening here. I'd say within the next 5 laps, you'll be able to see the difference.
Tire wears in the air here at Michigan. It's Gabriel Ellison right now trying to check out on that number 99 of Rhett Tucker as they come down at 17 down of 75.
Yeah, and sitting in second now, Rhett Tucker. I wonder if he's sitting back, maybe lifting a little bit at the entry of 1 and 2. Maybe now try to save a little tire for later in the run. Your pit window will be, I'd say within the next 20 laps, I would guess we start to see them come down. So still quite a bit more racing before they get down pit road the first time.
The top 10 single file right now is Ellison still out front. Tucker in second, Morgan in third, Joshua Abbey in fourth, Bradley Wilson in fifth, Garrett Dolph in sixth, Brent Seaborn in seventh. In eighth, the 00 Brand Pearl. Ninth is Brand Zimmerman, and 10th is Timothy Latham in the number 5.
Yeah, Timothy Latham in the number 5 there is going to be having a challenge. We got a pack of 4 trucks there with Brian Skidmore, John Peel, and Quentin Sneed here. They're kind of been battling back and forth here around that 10th, 11th position. As you see the number 7 of John Peel on the inside here, unable to complete the pass as they came through 1 and 2.
Right now, you wonder if they're back there just trying to save their stuff, maybe trying to make it over halfway, so it's only a one pit strategy. It's exciting to see what's going to happen here at Michigan International Speedway as they're coming down 19 out of 75.
Yeah, lap 19 of 75. You got the 27 of Gabriel Ellison leading, Rhett Tucker in tow. Looks like the top 4 trucks. Well, the 4th truck's got a challenger now from the inside of Bradley Wilson, as he's going to take the spot away from Joshua Abbey as they come through 1 and 2.
Bradley Wilson utilizing the bomb. He's going to get the job done on the 05 Joshua Abbey. He's going to work down low just a little. They're drag racing right now. I think it's going to be Bradley Wilson, though, in turn number 3.
Bradley Wilson's probably going to be able to maintain that outside momentum. Joshua Abbey tried the slide job there, get that draft. Tried the crossover, get that draft. But it looks like the 05 is going to make it happen as they come through 3 and 4. Bradley Wilson is going to stay tucked behind him right now as the top three are pretty much nose and tail here. You got Rhett Tucker closing the door right now on Gabriel Ellison. That's going to pull the 43 of James Morgan right back up to the front as he's working the higher lane as they come through 1 and 2.
James Morgan all over the higher groove. He's saving the most tires out of the three right now as they come down the back straightaway. As Ellison still there with Rhett Tucker all over him. The top three are kind of pulling away.
Yeah, James Morgan working that outside lane, saying it may not pay dividends now, but maybe 10 laps from now, he's probably going to, with the tire saved, he's probably going to be sitting in pretty well. We saw him earlier run the bottom a lot as, the top three are pretty much single file. Looks like the next battle will be in the next pack from 4th through 8th or 9th there.
Yeah, they're single filed for the time being right now. Joshua Abbey doing a good job holding off Bradley Wilson as they're in turn number 2. Coming out 2, Bradley Wilson just trying to be in that lane above to get the momentum off the run. I think right now you got to work together to catch these top 3.
Yeah, the 05 of Joshua Abbey and the 51 of Bradley Wilson been battling back and forth for that position. Looks like they've kind of settled out now. Probably settling in, and trying to catch that lead pack here. You don't want them to get too far away from you here as, the laps will start to get towards the pit window. And as we mentioned early in the Arca, you don't want to come down pit road lane alone here, and you got to capitalize your time. You don't want any mistakes on this pit road.
No mistakes on pit road. It's the most crucial part of the race within the race here, as the pit window is going to be opening up here, like you said, in about 10, 11, 12 laps, as right now they're mostly single file 1 through 10.
And the truck burning the most fuel out there right now would be the 27 of Gabriel Ellison, as he's the lead truck around with the 99 in tow. 99 is going to be able to save a little bit more fuel as the top 3 are working now through 3 and 4. Gabriel Ellison will bring them to the start-finish line to start lap number 23.
23 down to 75, caution free here at Michigan International Speedway. These guys are doing an awesome job right now. Hats off to these Craftsman truck drivers. No caution. We saw it in the Arca series, no caution. So now you think maybe I do undercut, but the problem is, Sheffield, if they undercut too early, will they make it?
Well, and as we mentioned earlier, you got some drivers in here that are pulling double duty tonight. They saw what happened in the Arca series. A lot of these truck series drivers probably watched that race, that broadcast, so they saw what happened in that series with, pitting with, 12 laps later than everybody else. And, with a great run there, Brandon Pearl was able to capitalize and run the leader down and make the pass there coming to the start-finish line. So I'm wondering if these guys, anybody's got that strategy, in their game now tonight.
That's a great point, Sheffield. The longer you stay out, I was always told the longer you stay out, the more time you're giving up to the guys that came down for fresh tires. But Brandon Pearl defied all odds. He pitted 13, 14 laps later than the rest of the field, the Bradley Wilsons, the Brent Seaborns, and he came back. He broke down a 10-second gap in a matter of 10 laps.
Yeah, as most of the field now is single file as the number 27. Gabriel Ellison is still your leader here as we start lap number 25. 1/3 of the way of the 75 laps here we have in store for you at Michigan International Speedway.
Coming out of turn number 2 right now, they're still single file. Rhett Tucker still working on the back end of the number 27 of Gabriel Ellison. James Morgan falling just a little bit back, but he's still with the front draft as they come into turn number 3.
Gabriel Ellison, your leader right now with the 99 in tow. Rhett Tucker sitting in second. 43 of James Morgan will be third. Joshua Abbey in the 05 will be fourth. Now he just got passed by Bradley Wilson and the 51, who now is in fourth. Bryant Seaborn's capitalized for the fifth position. Joshua Abbey's now in sixth. Garrett Delph in 7. 8 is is Brandon Pearl. 9th will be the 20 of Brandon Zimmerman, and running out your top 10 will be the number 5 with Timothy Latham.
Unfortunate for the 05 of Joshua Abbey. He was holding off Bradley Wilson for a long time. He was just flirting with that outside safer barrier just a little bit. Got up into it in turn number 4. That's why Bradley Wilson got by him and Seaborn. So they're right now. I'm expecting Joshua Abbey to fall back just a little bit.
Yeah, seeing about the same size gap here between the first 3 and the next 2 trucks there. As you see, it said mentioned Joshua Abbey, a little contact there is falling off the pace. But the 51 right now of Bradley Wilson and the 76 Brian Seaborn probably working together, trying to do everything they can to catch these top 3 trucks.
Top 3 trucks still nose to tail, single file. I wonder if you're at the tire point where I don't have enough to go down to the bottom lane, as right now we see James Morgan utilizing that Kyle Larson line way up high right now, trying to get a run out turn number 4.
Yeah, it looked like he carried just a little bit too much momentum there. It was getting a little close to the wall. Maybe had to back off a little bit. That's going to allow the 51 of Bradley Wilson to catch the draft off of them. That's going to help them pull them up to the top 3 trucks, as the 27 of Gabriel Ellison is leading them now, and 1 and 2 a lap 28 of 75.
I saw on the front straightaway Brent Seaborn and Bradley Wilson. They were doing a good job drafting each other, but now Bradley Wilson pulling away from Brent Seaborn just a little bit. Is now Bradley Wilson all over James Morgan. Is he still using that higher lane?
Yeah, James Morgan still using that higher lane. Bradley Wilson tucking in behind him, trying to get that 3 trucks together there, trying to push up towards the front to make a challenge here for the lead here with 29 now laps on the board.
Tough break for Joshua Abbey again. Turn number 4, scraping the safer barrier once again. The 05 truck, like we said at the top of the show, no fast fix here, so he's just gonna have to deal with the damage. Hopefully, he gets a caution to get the optional repair done. As the aero package here is so crucial. If you just barely scrape that wall, it's gonna hurt your run here tonight.
Yeah, barely a scrape, any aero damage, and you're just going to lose time lap after lap after lap. As you see him there, he's battling the truck there coming through 3 and 4. So hopefully he hasn't got too much damage. When they do pit, he'll have enough time down pit road, get repairs he can get done. Truck will never be 100% without a fast repair, but any amount of time that you can make up right now, or any amount of time you can keep from losing to solidify your finishing position here will help you.
So right now we're on lap 30 out of 75. You're now wondering when you're going to pit. As a leader, you're really focusing on when I need to beat the guy in front of me to pit, so I get that speed, I get that momentum. It's all chess match at 200 miles an hour as they come down the start-finish line. The fuel window, Sheffield, is open.
Yeah, fuel window is now open. Curious to see when that happens. Right now, you've got your spotter, your crew chief, and you're watching that relative to see when people are hitting pit road, because we mentioned earlier you want to stay out maybe a lap or 2 depending on the gap you've got between the 2, but you want to know what's going on strategy wise in the field behind you at all times, so you can make the capitalization of when you think you need to hit pit road. It gives you that little bit of moment of time to think about it. It's better to know when they're coming, and you have that strategy, then all of a sudden get surprised and realize that guy pitted 10 laps ago.
Absolutely. As now they cross for 32, coming down turn number 1. It's Gabriel Ellison out front, Rhett Tucker in second, James Morgan in third, Bradley Wilson in fourth, Brian Seaborn in fifth, sixth, Garrett Delph, 7th, Joshua Abbey, 8th, your Arca winner, Brandon Pearl, 9th, Timothy Latham, and round out your top 10, Clinton Sneed.
Yeah, 43 of James Morgan was able to pull back away from the 51 of Bradley Wilson there to get back up to the top 2 trucks. Bradley Wilson kind of working that lower line, trying to maintain as much momentum as he's got Bryant Seaborn in tow.
I think right now Rhett Tucker's doing a good job just staying behind Gabriel Ellison, making him use up his stuff, knowing that there's a pit stop in the near future, the real near future, as we hit lap 33, 0 and 1 and 2. He's just ready for his time to pounce.
Yeah, he's waiting on his time to pounce. Maybe he wants to capitalize on pit road. Maybe knowing that he's not the leader right now, he can stay out an extra lap. And you look at it, how many trucks are coming down pit road? Because the more trucks you got going down pit road, the more chance of there's an incident or somebody you've got a battle getting off pit road. So you want to be with somebody. You don't want to go down by yourself, especially here at Michigan. But you don't want to go down, the whole field to go down on the same lap, as you see trucks trying to exit the track. trying to come on the track. Green tires are going to play into effect here. So here we are, lap number 34.75. Still your leader, Gabriel Ellison, Rhett Tucker right in tow, and James Morgan has now pulled up to the back of them.
The top three nose to tail right now. Well, let's see if there's a move here coming into turn number 3, as they're still single file 1 through 5. Gabriel Ellison still holding that lead. He's doing a really good job utilizing the middle lane here at Michigan.
Bradley Wilson and Brian Seaborn were able to catch the tail end of the top 3. They should be able to pull up here pretty soon. I think we're going to have 5 trucks pretty much close nose to tail here in the front of this field, as now they're starting to pull away. As you see the 76 of Brian Seaborn kind of running a higher line, coming back down, catching the draft of the 51, and he'll be able to capitalize and pull right back up. So he's probably trying to save a little bit of tire here.
Right, Seaborn really waiting for his time to attack his prey right now. He's sitting back, just waiting for a slip up. As right now they're in turn number 3 and 4, coming to lap 36 out of 75. As they're still out there on the track, nose to tail, as you see them utilizing the bottom side of the apron.
Yeah, top 5 are pretty much nose to tail there. Then you 6, you've got Garrett Delph a little bit back. He's got no help with him. 7th is Brandon Pearl. Now with Joshua Abbey running 8th, there's a little bit of a gap there. So the top 5 are really close in draft. The next closest pack of trucks that we've got will be around the 9th place with Timothy Latham, Clinton Sneed sitting in 10th, and John Peel sitting in 11th.
Chatfield, if I'm one of these guys back in like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, I'm maybe thinking about pitting here in the next couple laps. Hopefully I'm pitting before the leaders to gain a little bit of time, as they're really strung out there, as we're here 38 down.
Yeah, is running by yourself there. Now would be a good time to try the undercut. Hopefully somebody else is thinking the same strategy as you are. It's one of those things. Once somebody comes to pit road, I think you're going to start seeing more and more trucks come off. You never want to be the first one, but you don't want to be the last one.
Joshua Abbey pit road, John Peel pit road, Brand Zimmerman pit road. These guys right now, green flag pit stops here at Michigan International Speedway.
Yeah, these guys may be able to pack back up, capitalize, gain some time that they've lost there from the leaders. It looks like the 43 of James Morgan has broke down and now is coming down pit road.
James Morgan spinning in the infield. He locked the brakes up just a little. Hate to see it for the captain, James Morgan, 43, as right now we're still green.
We're still green. 43 of James Morgan finally gets it straightened back out. He's heading down pit road. He's going to lose some time there. See if he can get worked back up, get a good pit stop here, maybe get out with some more trucks. Hopefully, things work back around in his favor, and he'll be able to recapitalize here. But that may cost him some time here tonight.
Yeah, you just saw a replay here on ERN. He just locked up the brakes. That's what we talked about at the top of the show, as the leaders are coming down pit road right now with Gabriel Ellison, Rhett Tucker, Bradley Wilson, and Brent Seaborn, Garrett Delph. They're all coming down pit road. Pit road, a happening place here is they're going to go get 4 fresh tires and a full tank of racing Sunoco fuel.
Yeah, looks like the majority of the top 10 are coming in now. Get some fresh Sunoco and some 4 field goods here. Is Joshua Abbey, as you mentioned earlier, had pitted earlier, so we'll see how much time he's able to make up here. As he's passing right now the 00 Brandon Pearl coming down the backstretch.
Tough break for the number 76, Bryant Seaborn. He slides the box. The race within the race, it's so stressful, Sheffield. Bringing the car down to 55 miles an hour, hitting your box, getting your tires and leaving. Tough break for the 76 as well with the 43 of James Morgan.
Yeah, Gabriel Ellison is going to be leading them off pit road here. He's still got the 99 of Rhett Tucker in tow behind him. These two got off pit road really quickly. They're pretty much by themselves right now. You got Bradley Wilson about 2 seconds back. He's going to try to tuck up here, hopefully build up a little bit more minimum speed here, following the 37 truck, trying to get back up to speed as they exited pit road.
Textbook stops for the number 27, the number 99 of Rhett Tuckers. They are now a 3-second lead over Bradley Wilson, as you can lose a lot of time on pit road, Sheffield, but guess what? You can make up a whole lot more.
Yeah, and you see James Morgan now is back out on track. He's got some time to make up there. but it's still early. I mean, about a little over halfway here in this race. Still anybody's ball game. Is, we see on this all the time. You never know what's going to happen until that checkered flag flies. That's the only guarantee you know.
Yeah, big tough break for James Morgan for sure. He slides through the pit lane entrance. It's what it's called an unsafe pit entry. He was cone to cone out into the infield. What he really wanted to see was a caution there, but the race control said no caution as they're still out there racing. So once again, we're back up to the leader with Gabriel Ellison and Rhett Tucker. They're pretty much checked out.
Yeah, they've got a good 2.5 second gap right now over Bradley Wilson, who's sitting in third. He's running by himself, but quickly catching up would be the 05 Josh Abbey will be your fourth. Fifth will be Brandon Pearl. Sixth is Garrett Delth. Seventh is John Peel. Eighth is Timothy Latham. Ninth is Brandon Zimmerman. And Bryant Seaborn rounds out your top 10 as they run here on lap 41.
Still caution free here at the Irish Hills of Michigan International Speedway as Rhett Tucker still all over the back end of Gabriel Ellison right now. Right now at this stage of the race, Sheffield, I think you're in the back. You're mirror driving if you're Gabriel Ellison. If you're Rhett Tucker, you're putting the pressure on.
Now, here's the next question is, if you're the 51 machine right now running by yourself, do you want to let the 05, maybe catch up to you, just not completely lift, maybe give up just a little bit of time here now to get him in tow with hopes of catching up a little bit of time later if you can get together and start drafting? Because right now with the top two, in a draft like that, you're losing time every lap.
Sheffield, you bring up a great point. It's the driver discipline. It's the competitive atmosphere out here. You don't want to give up the time, but hey, it's going to pay off in the longer run as the leaders right now are nose to tail, and then 3 and 4, they have that 2.5 gap. So maybe you do drag the brake just a little, get the pack back up to you. But right now, running third, he might just be happy, Sheffield.
Yeah, and Rhett Tucker is just staying dedicated right now to the back end of Gabriel Ellison. Probably, the mind theory here is, everybody can run together. We'll run like this, but you know what's going to happen. 2 to go, 1 to go. It's going to be an all-out battle for that win.
He's setting up his move right now. There's still a lot of racing left as we're going to be coming to 45 out of 75. A lot of racing left. We still don't know if these guys can make it on another tank of gas. They have 2 more sets in the pits. Maybe there's going to be a late race caution. We don't know, but right now, Rhett Tucker, I think, is just setting up Gabriel Ellison. Where can I get you later on in the run? Maybe I'm out there saving a little bit more, and you're going to burn it up. As right now, they're coming down 45 out of 75 here in Michigan.
Yeah, and you look at, as you mentioned, maybe if you got another pit again, you're looking at your fuel window. You say, I'm going to be, 5 laps short. So do you wait 10 laps and just go right back in? Hopefully, just give yourself enough of a window with the green-white checkered here. Maybe things will work out. When they pit again, that would swing the advantage back in your favor. I would say maybe 15, 20 laps into the run. Go ahead, or just make sure you undercut the leaders here. Try to get a little advantage here, get you in a better position to hopefully challenge, for top 5 or maybe even the win.
Michigan International Speedway is notorious for fuel mileage races. We've seen it in real life where leaders run out of gas and it's just crazy at the end. You don't know what's going on. They're running out of gas on the back straightaway. So I'm excited to see what the future holds for us. But right now, Gabriel Ellison holding off Rhett Tucker down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Gabriel Ellison, Rhett Tucker, Bradley Wilson running by himself in third. Then the next group of trucks we got is fourth through about eighth. Looks like Joshua Abbey will be leading that pack. Garrett Delph in tow, Brandon Pearl, the 7 of John Peel, and the 5 of Timothy Latham, all kind of close here together. If they pack up, they might be able to make a little bit of time back up towards the leaders here.
Yeah, the leaders right now are 3 seconds over Wilson, but the pack, you said that there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car pack back there. Joshua Abbey leads that one. He has firepower, though, by Garrett Delph as they're side-by-side. Sheffield, you're not going anywhere if you're side-by-side back here.
No, you kind of got to get it together now and, say, hey, guys, let's get single file. let's work together. We can battle it out once we get up there, but let's try to catch that lead pack. Unless maybe you're on a different tire strategy than the group of guys you're running with. Maybe you're just trying to get everything you can right now because you're going to undercut the rest of the field, or maybe you've got a teammate that you're both going to undercut the rest of the field, and you're just trying to get every bit of track position now you can get, every bit of time you can get, so that when you do undercut, you can try to take the advantage here.
Timothy Latham doing a good job after the lap one little spin he had. He's back up to 7th as he's working on 6th right now. As right now, Gabriel Ellison and Rhett Tucker, they're still nose to tail here as they enter in turn number 3 and 4.
Yeah, coming to lap number 49, nothing has changed up front. Still got Gabriel Ellison, as you mentioned, Rhett Tucker patiently in tow behind him. As you mentioned, gonna have another fuel stop probably coming up here within the next 15, 16 laps. Curious to see if anybody tries to undercut and capitalize, or if somebody tries to stay out, 10, 12 to go and do what we saw earlier in the Arca race tonight.
Yeah, with Gabriel Ellison pitting on lap 38, that gives him a 37 lap fuel window. He made it 38, so they might have enough, but Gabriel Ellison out front burning the most fuel.
Yeah, Gabriel Ellison burning the most fuel right now. Is I look back at that same pack of 4 or 5 trucks here around Joshua Abbey. They kind of all got in a little single file there. Got 3 trucks running together there. That's the 05 of Abbey, the 00 of Brandon Pearl, and the 5 of Timothy Latham now, who's now going to be looking to the inside of Brandon Pearl as they come in 1 and 2.
Timothy Latham trying to use the bottom line there on Brandon Pearl, your Arca winner, as they starting to get single file now as Garrett Delph leading that pack down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Garrett Delph will Rhett Tucker in tow, and you got a gap of about 2.5 seconds still back to Bradley Wilson. Garrett Delph will be running 4th, about 4.2 or 6.9 seconds back from your leader. Joshua Abbey and group are about 7.5 seconds back, and that will be all the way to 8th. And you've got Clinton Sneed now running in 9th. It's about 18 seconds back off the leader. So still out front, Gabriel Ellison and Rhett Tucker. Is now we're on lap 51 coming down the backstretch. Next time by will be lap number 52.
The number 97 of Rodney Griffin down pit road. I don't know if this is a scheduled stop or not. He's showing a lap down. Tough night for that 97 of Rodney Griffin as he's pulling that Chevy Silverado back out on the track.
He's pulling it back out on track, 1 lap down. Maybe gonna try to see what he can do here. Try to get back by the leaders, get that at least that lap back naturally, and hope for a good push here. Looking back right now, as I mentioned, Clinton Sneed and got a little help with him right now, and that's with Bryant Seaborn there. They're about 18 seconds back from the lead pack, about 18.5 seconds back. Looks like they might try to work together. Is still up front. You got the 27 and Gabriel Ellison and Rhett Tucker directly in tow.
Yeah, still nose to tail right now. Gabriel Ellison and Rhett Tucker here coming down. 23 laps to go. Going back to your point about the 76 of Brent Seaburn, we saw him slide it on pit road. It's unfortunate, but he's back there with Sneed. I think these guys, Sheffield, are hoping for a caution.
Yeah, I believe they're all hoping for a caution here to try to catch up to the leaders. But while I got a minute, I want to thank all the fans, for tuning in to us here on Evolution Racing Network. I want to share a little news with you. We'll be going to giving away a Butt Kicker 2 gamer setup here. Just all you got to do to get entered is to go on Facebook, click on YouTube, like or follow it, and just comment in the stream, and you'll be entered to win that Butt Kicker 2 gaming setup that we'll be giving away in a few weeks here with a drawing.
Yeah, ERN really putting a cool promotion together with Butt Kicker. As I have one. They're great. It's the feel inside the car. You don't feel the G's, but you feel it kicking your butt, I guess you'd say, Sheffield. As right now we're seeing Ellison Tucker still nose to tail down the back straightaway.
Yeah, I'm going through the field here, and you still got that same group of trucks in tow with Joshua Abbey here, Timothy Latham, Brandon Pearl, and John Peel. They're still working together a little bit, still a little bit of side by side action. As now we're coming to lap number 55. We've got 21 to go. Pit window, will be open in another 10 laps, 5 to 10 laps, and as we've mentioned, wondering when people going to start filing down pit road, knowing that they can make it to the end now.
Yeah, you bring up a great point there as Clinton Sneed and Brant Seaborn pitted on lap 38, same as the leaders, but maybe they're back there saving their gas. Maybe they see the bigger picture. Who knows? Maybe they can make it. I'm very excited to see as this pack right now. Garrett Dolph is kind of checking out the 4-car pack that we saw brewing there.
Yeah, Garrett Delph checking that from that 4-car pack, and you bring up a very good point there. These guys have been practicing all week. Now these guys are going to be practicing with teammates. Maybe they found something. Maybe they know running, together like that, tucking up, saving a little bit of tire, saving a little bit of fuel. They might get enough laps here to make it to the end, barring no green white checker here. So there's always things going inside in the communications with the drivers now that we're not privy to, but we see it play out there at the end. One strategy here, one strategy there, and that's what always makes it entertaining, especially like we saw with that Arca race earlier.
Yeah, the Arca race really came down to who had the set of shoes in the bag. As we saw Brand Pearl chase down Brand Seaburn and all those guys. Is right now they're still battling up here for 1 and 2. Ellison right now has Tucker still all over the back end of them as they're now spread the gap to 3 seconds over Bradley Wilson.
Bradley Wilson's done an outstanding job running by himself to just minimize that gap that they're making right now from 2.5. Now they're at 3 seconds, but he's been able to maintain since the last pit stop all by himself. Because the next truck back from him would be almost 6 seconds back, and that would be the number 13 of Garrett Delph with the Joshua Abbey in company there. Still got that 4 or 5 truck pack there working together. They might be able to make up a little bit of time. As we talked about Clinton Sneed earlier and Bryant Seaborn still working together, still losing a little bit of time from the leaders. And I'm like you, wondering if they're maybe saving that fuel, maybe saving those tires. So can't wait to see how this plays out. Is now, we're working lap 58. We'll be hitting 59 next time by. So laps are starting to wind down. Pit cycle should be coming up, next 8 laps, 5 laps, see if anybody undercuts here.
17 to go, caution free here at the 2-mile track of Michigan International Speedway. Great showing for the Thursday night throwdown guys of the TNT series. Man, these Craftsman Truck Series drivers are out there wheeling and dealing as Ellison Tucker right now, Wilson right now, he's 2.85 seconds back. Last time I checked, it was 3 seconds, so maybe he's gaining. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, last time by, Bradley Wilson all by himself was the fastest truck on the track. So he's closing the time a little bit here, especially in 1 and 2. Let's see how they are this time when they come by at the line. The leaders will have run a 41.92. Bradley Wilson just a little bit slightly off pace, 0.07 with a 41.99.
Now, Bradley Wilson not having the draft, that's a really good lap for the number 51 truck. As right now, he might be thinking maybe an undercut to gain up that 3 seconds, as now it's growing to 3.2, as the leaders right now are still nose to tail. As right now we see Timothy Lathan working on Joshua Abbey here, coming in turn number 3.
Yeah, that's the tightest group of trucks we've had in the last, 20 laps, more than 2 trucks, with the exception of the leaders here. Is these 3 or 4 trucks have been running together for the last, since the last pit stop here. See if maybe they go in together. As the Latham looks like he got a little loose there on the backside of the 05, and that's a factor of the draft here. You don't know how your truck's going to react when it's behind somebody, but Gabriel Ellison right now is loving the clean air up front.
Clean air is great, but guess what? You're burning the most gas out there, the number 27. So, yeah, I keep that in mind. And maybe Rhett Tucker right now noticing, hey, I'm saving gas. It's fine. I'm fine running second. We still have 15 laps to go. It's a long race. Maybe a pit stop in the future right now. honestly, Sheffield, what I'm thinking is he's setting them up for the last lap.
Yeah, he's probably playing with lines right now and to see where he's gaining and where he's losing time, trying to figure out where he's going to get that bigger run because, as you know, the first 5, 10 laps of a run, the truck feels great. Once you hit, 15, 20 laps, the truck gets tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, and it's harder to maintain that momentum, especially in 3 and 4 on that drive off to keep from hitting that outside wall.
Yeah, you got to be so careful in 3 and 4 not to overdrive it because you're going to find yourself in the safer barrier out of 4, as we've seen with Joshua Abbey earlier in this race. I think the top 2 trucks are doing a good job right now out front. They're still pulling on Wilson right now as a 3.3 second lead as they're in turn number 1 and 2.
Yeah, Garrett Delph will be our fourth place driver right now. And the number 13, fifth right now will be Joshua Abbey. Sixth, Timothy Latham in the 5. Seventh is Brandon Pearl in a 00. Eighth is John Peel and the number 7. Ninth is the 76, Brian Seaborn. 10th is Quentin Sneed in the 49. 11th is Brian Skidmore. 12th is Mitch Ellison in the number 55. 13th is James Morgan in the number 43. 14th is Brandon Zimmerman in the 20. 15th will be the 97 machine of Rodney Griffin. And running out the field will be the number 37, Aurel Meza.
Yeah, as we were going through the field, we had the number 20 of Brandon Zimmerman down on pit road. He's now a lap down. Maybe he's trying to gain that time back. Hopefully that everyone has to come pit. That's another thing. We don't know if they got to come pit. We saw them make 38. They had 37 to go. As right now, the leaders are just pulling away of Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson's pulling away a little bit. Tucker's still in tow here, and as we mentioned earlier, wonder if Tucker's truck is maybe getting a little tighter there in the draft behind the 27 or Ellison, or maybe he's just searching, as we mentioned, trying to find that run as he's going to tuck up tight off 1 and 2, coming down the backstretch now. Yeah,
Wilson might have had a moment there. His last lap was a 43.27, and our leaders were 41s, and he's lost a lot of time right now. He's down 5 seconds back of the leader. As this pack back here is heating up, as right now Joshua Abbey gets by the number 13th at Garrett Dolphin. Now Timothy Latham looking on the inside.
Yeah, Timothy Latham looking on the inside here, and he's going to have the run here on the bottom side, but the momentum is going to shift back up as you got 3 trucks in the draft on the outside. Looks like Latham's going to be stuck on the inside as they come down the front stretch to cross the start-finish line.
10 laps to go here at the Irish Hills of Michigan International Speedway. We see Joshua Abbey leading this little pack. It's Garrett Delph looking for the inside, but the leaders are still out front. It's Gabriel Ellison and Rhett Tucker with a 5.6 second lead over Bradley Wilson.
Yeah, now's the time now. I wonder if the front 2 are just trying to conserve as much fuel as they can. What I've seen here lately looks like Rhett Tucker is lifting a little bit, getting into the corners, giving up a little bit of time on entry, capitalizing on drive off, with the draft and being able to get in that gas just a little bit sooner, keep his truck from getting so tight to get a huge run here. He's searching for the line that he's planning to use later.
It's a chess match at 200 miles an hour here, Sheffield, as Rhett Tucker still looking at the back end of Gabriel Ellison. When is he going to make the move? And you don't want to do it too early. Like I said earlier, you want to have that high lane. You want to utilize it, but maybe in 3 and 4, you want to dive down low. I think he's searching for the grip as laps are winding down as they're coming down to 8 to go.
The top 2 with the fastest laps right now on the field. It looks like they're just pulling away with a 41.94. Looking at Bradley Wilson in 3rd, and 4th are running 42.16, 42.19s. So they're about 0.3 faster. Is still waiting to see if anybody's going to capitalize and come down pit road here.
If the pit window's open, it's open now with 8 to go right now. As Ellison's still a whole deck lid full of Rhett Tucker in turn number 3. As they're still nose to tail coming out of 4. Laps are ticking down quick here, Sheffield. We got 7 to go.
Yeah, 42-42 laps. The time's going to fly by for everybody except for the leader right now. With a mirror full of Rhett Tucker, he's looking seeing what's going on. What lines Rhett running behind me? You know, where is he gaining on me at? Where is he running better on the track than me? And all that's going through your mind. Your laps are slowly counting down as a leader because you know that number 99 is going to make his move sometime or another.
If I'm the leader, Gabriel Ellison, I'm all eyes forward. I know it's hard with a full deck lid full of Rhett Tucker right now, but I don't think you want to be looking at the laps. You just want to be hitting your marks, hitting your corner entry, hitting your corner exits, utilizing that middle of the top line. You want to protect that at all costs here at Michigan, as that's a preferred line here, as there's still nose to tail.
Yeah, Gabriel Ellison still out front. Rhett Tucker in the number 99 is your second place. Third place, Bradley Wilson. Fourth place, Garrett Delph. And fifth right now will be Brandon Pearl.
The 05 of Joshua Abbey coming down pit road. He's going to get 4 tires and some go fast. Perfect pit stop for the 05, and he's hoping that these guys have to pit.
Yeah, 05 was running that pack of trucks earlier. Looks like he's going to be the single taker right now. It's going to lead that pack of 3 trucks pretty much together right there. So interesting how this is going to play out. 05 probably wanted a partner coming down pit road, but looks like he was by himself.
Such a stressful part of the race right here. If you're running close, you know, as we see a little looseness out of the 27, Gabriel Ellison, he's going to close the door back on Rhett Tucker down the back straightaway as they come in turn number 3 and 4. Maybe Gabriel Ellison over pushing the number 27.
Yeah, maybe, and that's what Rhett Tucker wants to see right now is any spot on the track that, you know, the 27 is going to be loose, maybe a position, a place that he can capitalize later on. Is the hard part here is, you know, Rhett Tucker's sitting behind him, lifting a little bit, getting that huge run. But as we prelude to catching them and getting by them here, especially with that outside line momentum, is going to be another story here at Michigan.
Yeah, you're going to really have to wait to maybe the last corner to really send it down low if you're Rhett Tucker, or utilize the high lane. It's going to be really hard with Gabriel Ellison running that middle to high. As laps right now, we're coming to 3 to go, Sheffield, and these guys have no sign of coming down pit road.
So no sign of pit road here. You know they're definitely not going to take it. You know with 2 to go, 3 to go here. So they pretty much made their decision. Fuel window, like I saw, was about 33, but these guys are able to capitalize here, especially with the draft, and are able to push it a whole lot more. So I'm curious to find out what their window was looking like tonight. Is, you know, now they're looking at, 37 laps right now, so they were able to push it quite a bit further here.
That is correct, Sheffield. 37 laps is what they need to make right now as they're coming down the line. 2 to go. Popsicle sticks are in the air. They're still nose to tail for the lead. It's Gabriel Ellison out front with Rhett Tucker all over the back end of him.
Now he's waiting any time now for Rhett Tucker to make his move as the 27 of Gabriel Ellison. These two have been pretty much nose to tail since the last pit stop on lap 38. They've been able to pull away the rest of the field, and we got a yellow flag out.
This is going to shake the field up. I think that was Brent Seaborn down the back straightaway. I'm not sure. I can't get a number on it. Ryan Skidmore? Just losing it. Maybe we'll get a replay here. That's going to shake the whole thing up, Sheffield, as we're going to go into overtime.
Yeah, we're in a replay right now, trying to see what happened here as they come through 3 and 4. Or is it 1 and 2? He gets into the wall there. Gets loose, a little contact there, spins the truck around. He's going to have a little aero damage, but it looks like he's going to be able to save it here and get back going.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mitch Ellison had nowhere to go. That's what you hate to see, though, if you're Gabriel Ellison and Rhett Tucker. I think especially Rhett Tucker, I think he was setting up his move for the last, Sheffield, 35 laps. As now you have to pit. You have to get 4 tires. Maybe just get a splash of gas, to loosen up the back end of your truck, make it go faster. These guys are going to be working through their strategies as they're coming in turn number 3.
Yeah, I expect the majority of the field probably to come down and hit pit road here, get the 4 fresh fuel goods and splash tires. Maybe somebody's going to gamble and try to stay out here. maybe somebody that's pitted, in the last, 15, 20 laps is going to try to stay out here. I mean, tire fall off is going to be huge here, but if you can get up to the front, stay out, capitalize, try to get as many positions as you can, even if you don't win it. That's points there towards the end of the season.
Gabriel Ellison, Rhett Tucker, Bradley Wilson, Garrett Dolph, Brand Pearl, Timothy Latham, they're all coming down pit road. It's a busy place here. As Sheffield, you said maybe you stay out. Oh, man, it's going to be so hard with 30-lap old tires.
Yeah, and as you just saw, the 05 with Joshua Abbey was a lucky dog there. He's going to get his lap back. So that's going to put him back on the lead lap here. And, he's going to have time. He's going to start there towards the back of the, longest line here. So you might see him capitalize, come down the pit road, get 4 fresh tires and some NOCO fuel. As a 27 of Gabriel Ellison's going to lead Rhett Tucker back off pit road.
Bradley Wilson will be third. And I believe that's Timothy Latham sitting in fourth. So big recovery for that number 5 truck. Brand Pearl in fifth. Clinton Sneak coming out sixth. Seventh, John Peel. This shaked it up. Re-rack them, restack them here in Michigan. We're going into overtime.
Yeah, we're going to come right back to you with the overtime here from Michigan International Speedway. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back with you.
I started Folds of Honor above my garage 13 years ago because 90% of spouses and children of killed or disabled U.S. service members receive no federal education assistance. Our mission has never wavered. We honor their sacrifices by educating their legacy.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thanks to you, I will be a construction engineer,
an elementary school teacher.
Thank you for helping me fulfill my dream of going to med school.
We're able to award these scholarships because patriots like you refuse to turn your back on the cost of freedom. Join the Folds of Honor Squadron today. Your $13 a month will help ensure we never turn military families away. This is your call to duty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thanks to people like you, I know my dad is not forgotten.
All right, welcome back to Evolution Racing Network's coverage of Thursday Night Thunder Truck Series here at Michigan International Speedway. In case you're just tuning in, it's been a green flag race up until a lap ago, and now we're going to have a first attempt here at a green-white checker. Rhett Tucker has been all over the back bumper of Gabriel Ellison here, and Craig, they didn't want to see that caution come out.
They did not want to see that caution at all, as now the whole field is racked up, stacked up, ready to go. It's time to kick the tires, light the fires here at Michigan. They're coming in turn number 3. Right now I'm looking at Timothy Latham, man. He has came back. He racked on lap 1, went all the way back to 16th, worked his way back up to 4th. Let's see what the number 5 Toyota Tundra can do as Sheffield. They're coming in turn number 4.
Coming in turn number 4, and I'm not willing to count anybody out at this point in the race. It's anybody's game, because that caution wiped away that last green flag pit stop, as the number 27 of Gabriel Ellison will be leading them to the line here, waiting for him to fire off, and he gets a huge restart there. Tucker is going to be on the outside. He's going to tuck back in for second place. The third place is going to be Bradley Wilson. Fourth, Timothy Latham. Bradley Wilson looking to the inside, but the door is shut by Rhett Tucker there, coming into 1 and 2. Little bump there from behind from Bradley Wilson. He's pushing. They're trying to get everything they can coming out of 1 and 2.
Bradley Wilson down low, Rhett Tucker. They're going to work the freight train down the back straightaway, as Gabriel Ellison got off to a great restart down the back straightaway, as they got a lap truck right in front of them as they enter turn number 3.
Timothy Latham looking to the outside. He's going to capitalize there on that outside lane as they're working. And Bradley Wilson is going to get to the inside coming through 3 and 4. Rhett Tucker is going to slide up as we've got another caution out. As we see a truck spinning in the back there, we'll try to get a replay here, see who it was.
Trouble in turn 4. It's Garrett Delph in the number 13th single car spinner. As we're going to go into round number 2 of overtime. Man, that was heating up there coming to the white flag. And I think we're about to go back to a replay, see what happened to the number 13.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay here, see what happens to Garrett Delph. Could be those green tires getting a little loose there, maybe a little contact with the 7 there. He spins the truck around through the grass here. See if he's able to recapture it. Looks like he will be able to slow the truck down and get it back going. So barring any he's got probably a little fender damage, maybe a little rear damage, but barring, no front grille damage from going through the grass there, he should be able to line back up here and get going again.
Great save by Garrett Dolphin. You brought up a very great point. The green tires, that's absolutely what it was. He was just out wheeling his machine there in turn number 3. It happens to the best of us, as we'll see if we will have any takers. I don't think little fake outs there, here or there, as we're seeing the truck back in the pack as it's Garrett Dolphin and Gabriel Ellison, still your race leader.
This will be our final attempt at a green, white, checkered flag here. So, once they take this flag here, the next flag will end the race pretty much. So the field will be frozen if a caution comes out, and whoever your leader is will be, declared the winner here. So Garrett Delph still out on point right now, with Rhett Tucker still right behind him and running in second. Third is Bradley Wilson. Fourth is number 5 of Timothy Latham. Fifth is Clinton Sneed. Sixth is Brandon Pearl. Seventh is John Peel. Eighth is Joshua Abbey. Ninth is Brian Zimmerman. And Garrett Delph, now coming out of pit exit, is scored as the number 10 truck.
Gabriel Ellison did everything he needed to do on that restart. He was seeing the checker flag. He hated to see that caution right now. Now they're going to have to re-rack and restack. You got Rhett Tucker, very hungry. He did a very good job, following Ellison's, being his shadow, seeing what move he wanted to make. And then we got Bradley Wilson sitting in third. And then don't count Timothy Latham, man. He's sitting there in fourth. And that number 5 Toyota Tundra.
Yeah, coming up to fourth, he's made some good moves here during that last restart there to get on the outside, take that momentum. He looked like he was just trying to work his way around, trying to get in position here. As I mentioned earlier, I'll say it again, it's still anybody's race at this point. This is going to be the last green, white, checkered, so you expect it to ramp up quite a bit here, Craig.
Absolutely, and Ellison has to do everything he can to get a good fire off on the restart. He did a great job last time, and it's a chess match. Tucker's going to be on the outside, maybe, unless Ellison picks a higher lane. It's looking like he's going to stay down low as they're getting the one to go here at Michigan for the final time.
And for the majority of viewers that aren't in the service or haven't seen a lot of this, being the leader here is such a huge advantage in a majority of these leagues. The leader has the choice to start whenever he wants once the pace car hits pit road, not wait for the green flag. So that gives him a great opportunity to get a huge jump here and maintain his position.
Yeah, you bring up a great point, Sheffield. Here at Michigan International Speedway, that pace car, when it's coming out of turn number 4, it's going to make a dip down pit road, but you can't go yet. It's going to make a second dip down a pit road, and that's when you can go. So I've seen it so many times in a league race where that pace car, because usually at any other tracks like Iowa, Nashville, all these other tracks, the pace car makes one sudden moving down, and then you can go. Here at Michigan, that pace car makes 2 moves, and I've seen leaders get black flagged for passing under yellow.
Yeah, and it's such a disadvantage to the guy in the second position. He's trying to look to see when that truck fires off. Third place has a little bit of the advantage there because he's going to see the rear of that truck move. As the lights are out on the pace car and we're coming through 3 and 4, we're getting ready to start a restart here.
Pace car is going to make that first move. Now it's going to make the second move down pit road. This hit is in Ellison as their single foul because they had a caution on the first lap back. Green flag out for the final time here at Michigan International Speedway. As they're wrecking down the back straightaway, that's the 20 car in the middle infield.
Green flag is still out right now. Gabriel Ellison is still your leader. The 99 of Rhett Tucker here. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Is the front 3 are single foul. First bow is back on the outside of Timothy Latham and the 49 machine of Clinton Sneed here.
Bradley Wilson electing to go down low. It's going to be a 3-wide drag race for the lead here at Michigan International Speedway coming in turn number 3. Well, who's going to give as they coming in turn number 3? Bradley Wilson down low. Rhett Tucker in the middle. Up high is Gabriel Ellison as they come out of turn number 4.
Bradley Wilson with a huge run on the bottom side. He's able to score right now. He's going to be scored the leader at that time by, but don't count out Rhett Tucker's. They're still going to be 3 wide going into turn 1 and 2 here for the final lap here at Michigan International Speedway.
3 wide, 2 rows deep. Bradley Wilson down low. Rhett Tucker in the middle. Up high, we have Gabriel Ellison. They're drag racing down the back straightaway. As Wilson goes around, Timothy Latham gets in the back. Wilson Knight's going to be done as they come into turn number 3.
The double zero machine now working to the inside. Brandon Pearl knows this track from the earlier race. 99, Rhett Tucker in the middle there. As they're getting wild and crazy here, as Rhett Tucker is now going to take the point coming out of 3 and 4.
The number 99 machine, the Ford F-150. Rhett Tucker's going to take the checker flag here at Michigan International Speedway. Your winner, Rhett Tucker.
As we saw a little bit of contact there coming to the greenway, to the checker flag there. Couldn't tell exactly who it was. Well, if we have a second, we'll go back and take a look at it. But Rhett Tucker is going to walk away. He sat there in second place all that last run there, deciding what line he wanted to run. Had exciting running up front. Brandon Pearl made his way up front. Latham made his way up front. What an exciting finish to a race here tonight at Michigan International Speedway.
Just door to door coming to the line. Ellison and Pearl get into it as they come down the start finish line, sliding. Man, so close for these drivers to end up with the win, but the winner, Rhett Tucker.
Rhett Tucker, great run tonight. Gabriel Ellison, great run. Just to capitalize there at the end and a little bit of contact here. Michigan is not an uncommon thing, especially running 3 wide. You know, that close for the win there, as you see Joshua Abbey sitting down there. And here comes your winner, Rhett Tucker now. He's going to try to do his burnouts here in Victory Lane.
Burn it down for the fans here at Michigan International Speedway. That number 99 was fast all night long. Another solid performance, though, for the 05 Joshua Abbey after picking up the Talladega when he'll round out in 4th.
Yeah, he'll round out in 4th here. 5th will go to John Peel in the number 7. 6th will be Gabriel Ellison. 7th, Brandon Pearl. 8th, Timothy Latham. 9th will be James Morgan. And right in the top 10 will be Mitch Ellison. I can't wait to talk to these guys. And, you know, we'll be back shortly here. We're going to take a small commercial break. We get in place here to talk to your top 3 for your post-race interviews. We'll be right back.
Let's face it. To build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have 2 options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
All right, welcome back, race fans, to Evolution Racing Network's coverage of Thursday night Throwdown Truck Series here. Had a great, exciting race tonight, and we're going to go ahead and try to head down Victory Lane here, or trackside here, and talk to your top 3 finishers. Let's see if we can get the third place finisher Garrett Delphin here for an interview with you, Craig.
Garrett Delph, this is Craig Burns and Michael Sheffield up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Pretty good, Garrett. Finishing third here tonight at Michigan International Speedway. You did a good job holding off that second pack all race long. You get your late caution. What's going through your mind as we have green-white checkers here?
Man, was not expecting it. I really thought the race was pretty much over. It's pretty much just kind of kicked back, driving with one hand, trying to take the checker at that point, and that yellow came out. And a track like Michigan and in these trucks, as you guys saw tonight, can just create some great green-white checkered racing.
Absolutely. As you bring it home in third place, you did an outstanding job tonight here at Michigan International Speedway. Moving on, going to Homestead, and then rounding out the season at Phoenix. What's your game plan going into Homestead? You like the track?
You know, kind of, and I don't. It depends on what I'm driving there. I'm definitely not a fan of it in the truck. Going to be a lot of practice going on this week. You know, we ran Arca earlier tonight. Arca is definitely one of our better plays as far as season points go. So we're really grinding hard there. But in trucks, we're going to be practicing a lot, listening to our team, and just kind of feeling it out. It's kind of how we approach trucks most weeks is get a feel and kind of hammering home towards the end.
Well, Garrett, you had the feel all night long. I expect to talk to you here next week at Homestead after a long week of practice. But before we let you go, anyone you would like to thank?
Yeah, huge shout out to Shenandoah Shine. Their summer sale just dropped today. A whole line of products came out on pre-sale. Everyone should go check it out. www.shenandoahshine.co.
Sounds good, Garrett Delph. Well, you take it easy, and we'll be cheering on for you.
Thanks, y'all. Have a good one.
All right, that was our third place finisher, Garrett Delph. What a great run for him tonight. Like you mentioned, you know, going from just running one-handed there, thinking the race is over, caution comes out, able to come back and capitalize and get third position there, Craig.
Yeah, Garrett Delph did a very good job to capitalize when he needed to when the caution came out. But now we're going to our second place finisher in Clinton Sneed in the number 49.
Clinton, this is Michael and Craig up in the urine booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Well, great second place finish there tonight. You know, it's one short of where you want to be, but you know, we were just talking to Garrett Delph about the run here. You know, green flag pit stops. I kind of noticed you were back there running with Bryant Seaborn a little bit. Didn't know how the strategy was going to play out there, but you know, all of a sudden a quick change of pace when that late race caution came out. And how was the truck tonight, and what were you thinking there coming to that last restart?
Yeah, I mean, you know, caution can change everything. We were gonna, I guess we were gonna finish 10th, 11th, somewhere around in there, you know, and then we had the one restart, and when I pit, I just took barely enough fuel to do one green white checkered. I figured we'd make it, and then that other caution came out, and so I was saving like crazy. I think Tim Latham was also trying to make it for the second green white checker, and yeah, I certainly didn't have the fastest truck tonight. That was probably Gabe. Gabe had the fastest, and maybe Rhett. Obviously, one of those two guys were going to win it had it stayed green, right? And yeah, we were fortunate that those couple of cautions came out and got the runs at the right time, and unfortunate that my teammate got wiped out there coming to the checkered. He was going to finish second, but you know, we'll take it. We'll take it in the Snead competition design Tundra, and go on to next week. Maybe have a little bit more good luck.
Well, you know, a great second place finish tonight. Coming into here, you're sitting third in the points. So overall, it's a good points night for you. You bring up a good point, you know, with the fuel there. The fuel strategy tonight, you know, I expected maybe another second stop, and apparently y'all had enough fuel there to get to the end. And mentioning next week at Homestead, how you feel about Homestead, and you know, you prepared for it? You looking forward to it, or you know, how's that track go for you usually?
I really enjoy Homestead. You know, usually, there's more than one lane. You can pass, you can move around. But I think probably the high line is going to be the quick line, and so whoever can make it work up there is probably going to have good success there. We'll show up and see what we can do. Hopefully, we can hang on to third place in points. Yeah, tonight was a good points day for us, and hopefully we can hang in there to a top 3 for the last couple of races, and we'll see what happens. I guess it'll be an interesting last couple of weeks, I think.
Well, now's the time that we're going to give you the microphone now, and you're going to be able to give your shout outs there and thank yous to whoever you like. So, anybody you want to thank here tonight?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks to you guys at Evolution Racing Network for broadcasting not only the Truck Series but the Arca Series for the Thursday night Throwdown, and thanks to Gabe and Mitch for not only being my teammates but also helping me run this league. Feel like we've got a really good group of guys here and close racing and close finishes, so it's working out really well. And also a shout out to Sneed Competition Design. They're doing some good things with web design and working in the iRacing community. So I'm looking forward to what's on tap.
Well, once again, a great finish here tonight, and hopefully we get to talk to you again next week at Homestead, and see you close the season out here strong, and maybe make up some ground there in the points and get yourself a better position here, Clinton. But like I said, I hope I get a chance to talk to you next week, and you have a great night.
Thanks, Michael, and congratulations to Rhett on the win. Great race for everybody.
Well, it's always exciting with this league. I would tell you that much. We've enjoyed every single minute of it. Both series, covering both every week. It's always exciting. So, have a great night. And like I said, we'll get a chance to talk to you again soon, I hope.
Thanks, Michael.
That was your second place finisher there, Clinton Sneed. As he mentioned, Greg, he took enough fuel there to put himself in position. Ended up having to save a little bit there for the second green-white checker, but due to the late race incident there coming to the start-finish line, he was able to capitalize and bring home a second position.
Yeah, Michael. Sometimes I like to say it's better to be lucky than good. Clinton Sneed, a very good driver. The cards dealt weren't the bright suit for him tonight, but he comes out in second. Very strong run for Sneed. As now we're going to get to talk to our race winner, Rhett Tucker. Rhett Tucker, this is Michael and Craig Burns up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
The man of the hour, Rhett Tucker, for 30 laps. You were on the back end of Gabriel Ellison, making your move. You were thinking, do I take him high? Do I take him low? And then all of a sudden a caution comes out for the green-white checkers. Walk us through that. What's going through your mind, Rhett?
Dude, you were spot on with that. I was literally testing, how far away from him I could be if I had to get him on the top, get him on the bottom. I was planning on passing him out of 2. Because I was really tight, in the middle to the high line in 3 and 4. So I was thinking if I had the bottom, in 3 and 4, there was no way he'd be able to hang on. But I don't know. Gabe's a killer driver. He could have figured something out. But it all changed.
Yes, it all changed when they had to rack him and stack him. But Rhett, you are the race winner. Very exciting to see you down in victory lane. I know you're a new driver to the league. Great win, great performance tonight. It was very exciting to see you out there out front all night. You executed your green flag pit stop. But going on to Homestead and then Phoenix, what's your strong suits here, Rhett?
Phoenix is that's my joint right there. Homestead, I struggle with tire wear. I just hope I can make it. The reason I could run these last 2 weeks is a different league I was committed to. They're in the off season right now, so hopefully I'll be there for the rest of the season.
Well, Rhett, we really hope to see you out there. You put on a heck of a show. I was very excited to see. Me and Michael were rooting for you all night. Before we
Thank you
let
very
you
much.
go, yeah, before we let you go, Rhett, anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah. Clint Sneed, Gabe Ellison, everybody at Thursday Night Throwdown for putting this on. You guys at Evolution Racing Network for broadcasting, doing a killer job. Everybody that watches Malware Bites, Prosper Engineering, Primary Hummers, Jeeps, and Argos. Yeah, that's it.
All
Oh,
right,
this wait, I gotta dedicate this to my baby girl. She's from Michigan, so there you go, April.
Oh, you heard it here first, April. Big winner, Rhett Tucker down Victory Lane. Congratulations. Go burn down your crew. Celebrate this win, Rhett. I'm looking forward to talk to you in the near future.
Thank you, guys.
Well, that was our winner, Rhett Tucker there, and as he mentioned, he was sizing him up as we thought there at the whole, last green flag run there, Craig, and you had a good call there. He was going to make that move.
Yeah, sizing him up for 30 laps, getting all the back end of Gabriel Ellison that he could get. He did a very good job of not over pushing it. So many drivers sometimes go out there and say, "Oh, I'm gonna get him down low. I'm gonna," but it costs a penalty. You're gonna go burn your stuff up. He did a good job staying in his rearview mirror all night long, and it paid dividends to the end. Congratulations to that number 99 team, that Ford F-150 of Rhett Tucker. Man, he looks very strong going into Homestead.
Yeah, and just to recap for tonight, I mean, always an exciting race here. Yeah, they got 2 weeks left. You know, your leader coming in tonight would be Timothy Latham, Gabriel Ellison, 10 points behind, Clinton Steed, 33 behind, Landon Lacey, 37 behind the leader, and James Morgan, 55. So, a lot can still happen in this season. But let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's finishing results here. As we mentioned, Rhett Tucker is your winner tonight in the number 99 with the outstanding drive here. Clinton Sneed in the number 49 is going to come home second after able to capitalize on his two late green-white checker starts there. Garrett Delph will be third, and the number 13, he had a strong run all night long. Fourth will be Joshua Abbey, and the 05, always a front runner. Fifth is John Peel, kind of middle of the pack there. He able to make his way up to a top five. Gabriel Ellison, 27, led majority of the night. Late race incident there, cost him some positions. Brandon Pearl, always strong in the 00, coming home seventh. Timothy Latham, another force that we said tonight is coming home eighth. Your upholsterer James Morgan is coming home ninth in the 43. And Mitch Ellison is going to round out the top 10 in your number 55.
Coming home in 11th, it's going to be Brand Zimmerman. 12th, Bradley Wilson. He had a strong truck all night. Brian Skidmore coming home 13th. Rodney Griffin coming home 14th. Bryant Seaborn coming home 15th, 10 laps down. And Raul Maza, sorry if I hacked your name, Raul, coming home 16th, 33 laps down. I think he had some technical difficulties. Hate to see it for that number 37.
Yeah, and we want to thank everybody once again for tuning in to our doubleheader coverage here tonight. We'll be here every Thursday night with Thursday Night Throwdown with the Arca series, and then the Truck series here on Evolution Racing Network. We want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you again. For Craig Burns, this is Michael Sheffield, and we will catch you next week.
Cheers, boys.